Hi everybody, my name's Stephanie Bates and I'm doing a review of the Pivo Pod Equestrian Edition. This is my mare Sandy. She's my ex-eventer who we now do Western dressage with. So some of the video clips that I'm going to be showing you are from our flat work, and then I did a couple fun just over fences just to kind of show you how the video works with something going over fences, just some little stuff for fun. But basically, I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how best to get the video to follow you, and what settings work the best, at least in my experience with the videoing that I did. I will say there's two apps. They've got a new Pivo Plus app right now, and then they've got the regular Pivo Play. In my experience with my phone, which is an Android, it's a Samsung Galaxy S21 FE. And with my phone, it worked best using the Pivo Play app, which is the kind of the original one. When I tried to use the Pivo Plus app, it seemed like it was very like herky-jerky in the video. I did reach out to technical support about it, and it seems to be kind of just something maybe with some, depending on your phone quality or what type of phone you have. It might work better with Apple phones, I'm not sure. And they probably will work out the kinks on it, I'm sure. Right now it's end of March 2023 while I'm taking this video, so it may be that in the future it gets better, but for now I found that I was best using the Pivo Play app for my stuff. The settings that I used fast for the speed. You can use normal if you're maybe riding on the edges of an arena and you have the tripod set up in the middle of your arena. Normal seems to work pretty well. For me, I found a couple of times that it lost us at the canter. And it did one time lose us and then follow that orange tractor instead, focus on the orange tractor. And I talked to the folks at Pivo about that, and they said that one way to get it to not do that is if you ride with brightly colored saddle pads that are a contrast to your background. So my horse happens to be the color of sand, and I don't have a lot of bright colors. We kind of do the muted black and silver palette. So, you know, had I had some neon pink saddle pad, maybe it would have followed her a little bit better. I find that using predictive follow is pretty helpful, because if you do go out of frame for a second, it will keep going in that direction and then pick you up again. So I did try one time videoing with another horse that was outside the arena working on her flat work, and it seemed to keep with us instead of hooking onto that other horse. So I was pretty impressed with that. I think as long as you don't have other horses in the arena that are going between you and the camera, it should stay on your horse. But I wouldn't, for example, take it to a show where there's 3 arenas next to each other and they're all going and expect it to just follow your horse the whole time. It may not. The other thing that I found about it was, first of all, it's super handy because we don't have mirrors in my barn, in the barn arena where I board here. So it's very handy to have this so that I can kind of work on my position and see how she's moving. It's very simple because it does have a remote control that fits in your pocket. So you can actually turn the video on and turn the video off and make small adjustments while you're in the saddle. You don't have to get down and readjust and things like that. And it does give you a little countdown, and it makes the back of your camera flash. So it's very easy to know when you've got the thing on and when you've turned it off. So that's super, super handy. I have found this to be invaluable for lessons where you don't have somebody, or you don't want to ask your trainer to take video because they're busy actually instructing you. I've heard some people actually use this for like televideo. I haven't done it myself. I don't really get that great a reception out at the barn, so I'm not sure if it would really work with my phone, but I've heard people do that with it. But I've just found it to be a great tool for just checking to make sure that we're doing what we think we're doing, you know, sort of like what the mirrors would do. And then also you can take the video home and kind of, if you're like me and you're super OCD, which a lot of us dressage riders are, you can go home and kind of put it in slow-mo and just see exactly what you need to do to tweak your position or do with your horse to get them moving better. So the one negative that I will say is that the video is through the app. So my phone has a pretty high quality video, but you'll kind of see on the clips, it's not the highest quality. It certainly doesn't match the quality of my video. So if you're expecting super high quality video out of this, like your phone takes, that may not always be the case. Again, this is just my experience with my Android phone. It may be different for Apple users. But I did find that it's a little bit fuzzy in the quality. You can adjust the quality in the app, but even adjusted all the way up with my particular phone, it wasn't the same quality as if I took a video with my phone's camera just by itself. I mean, in general, it's just a great way to be able to video and see how things are going without having to rely on somebody else to be here. Because, right now I'm the only one at the barn, so it's super helpful. And I'm using my camera's video currently, but I'm using the tripod that the Pivo Equestrian Edition comes with. So if you watched the unboxing video, you could kind of see everything that comes with the kit. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just been really, really valuable for our flat work, for lessons. I think that's basically what it was meant to be used for. Something that all of us, you don't have to bother your other boarder friend who's here either working in the arena and say, hey, can you video us really quick? I want to see what I'm doing here. Or, have somebody else that has eyes on the ground for you. You've got this video that can be quickly reviewed. And it does save the videos instantly to your camera roll or your gallery. So it's very handy. You don't have to go through any downloading or any of that stuff. It just does it automatically for you. So in general, I'm very happy with it. I know that there's a lot of settings you can kind of tweak, and there is a Facebook group where you can ask questions. I believe it's called Pivo Equestrian Community. But in general, I found that using the horse predictive follow and the fast setting for me works the best, and it doesn't tend to lose us. And again, I use the Pivo Play app, not the Plus. I probably will in the future, but for now anyway, Pivo Play seems to take a little bit better videos for my phone. So anyway, if anybody has any other tips or suggestions, you can leave them in the comments, and I hope this was helpful. Thanks.
Just wait, I'm about to go bigger, bolder, faster.